submachine guns. So you have to make sure you're always beating them to the punch. On a map like Vault, where we realize the P3 to P4 chain is going to play a big part to your success here. Shutting down those lanes.
Absolutely the case. On the other side of things, though,
It should be live.
Two very important players, Bracket Prolute, in and out of the league a handful of times. They've really kind of had to make modifications to their play style when they had been picked up. Like, I'm thinking about Brack when he's playing in that Mutineer squad. He was like in a weird position of, is he going to play AR? Is he going to play flex? It was kind of strange based on the roster they put together at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
I thought he still played well. I think that's the biggest thing.
We are here, boys. We're here. We're live.
They've had moments where it's just like, oh yeah, these guys are not just hanging. There's opportunities and potential that you can see that could withstand, you know, lesser rosters, so to speak. But here's a look at our maps and modes just to refamiliarize it for joining in a little bit late. Vault Hardpoint Dealership Search, Protocol Control, Rewind Hardpoint. No Hacienda here in any form. Both the mid teams are like, no, we don't like that. Get that out of here.
Yeah, I think if you're Omid GG, you obviously didn't want to play anything Hacienda versus this lineup. That has been their go-to map for basically every single mode. Their auto veto has always been Control ever since DreamHack. The same thing could be said
That's
for
fair,
Rewind,
bro.
Search and
Control.
Destroy. So it's basically a square up on their side in the S&Ds that they prefer to play. Dealership so far for
Protocol
Control.
Control on Protocol is probably the best, in my opinion. I think is the best.
I have to mention, this is kind of a shout again for the OAM production that was handling everything from yesterday and the day before.
Sorry,
4
chat.
different streams going on, and Brack had a 1v4 clutch up on Protocol Search against Team Orchid, which completely broke those boys. Crazy scenes. But that's the setup, that's the breakdown. We're going to step away for just a moment. We come back, map number 1 for the Challengers Grand Finals right after this.
The Scuff Call of Duty collection is $30 off this weekend only.
I'm
Visit
live.
scuff.co/CDL to upgrade your game with the
Watching.
Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Challengers and CDL. Copy. On chat. Let's get some Challenger stuff going. On chat. On chat. Okay, we're live. Alright. Omen versus Omen. Like always, man. Omen versus Omen, bro. Thank you for the sub. For the sub, I appreciate it, brother. Okay, we are live. We are live.
On match day, everything matters. What you focused on the night before, how you slept, what you ate. Players gather in the arena, ready to go toe-to-toe, fueled by the dedication, passion, and love of the sport. The mind has to be focused, clear, locked in. Any variable can mean the difference between winning and losing. And when you have your pride on the line, every decision has to be perfect.
Yo, boys, let's get into it.
Calculated.
Yo.
Every shot on target.
Let's get this W, boys. Let's watch.
You have to make
I think
them
Omit, honestly, I think Omit Brooklyn wins.
Scuff has been a proud and passionate supporter of Call of Duty esports for 14 years and enables you to play like a pro.
Welcome back to Championship Sunday, the Black Ops 6 season here in Ontario, Canada. If you're joining us just a moment ago, we've got the Challengers Grand Finals to get us kicked off. Best of 7 action, and it's a little bit of an inter-organizational feud. Omit GG taking on Omit Brooklyn, the two teams that have been by far and away, at least by organization name, at the top of the North American leaderboards. They find themselves squaring up after they initially met in winners round 1. And now a chance at a best of 7. Omit coming out of the upper bracket, Brooklyn coming out of the long lower bracket run. Shift here with Study as we get ready to go for map number 1, Jay.
Oh, and I'm super excited for this map number 1 again. I know previously before the break we talked about the ARs, but you also got to think there's impactful SMGs on both ends. The way that Standy and Yuli love to play is if they can set the tone early on and roar with confidence around the map, they are also going to be unstoppable. But you have to be prepared for what Mac and Craze are going to throw at you, because Mac plays at a pace where he's just playing off of what Craze is letting him do.
Yeah.
Craze is the aggressor. He's the guy that's always consistently putting himself in the first blood angle. And if he's going to be able to set that tone with the pacing and force like Standy and Yuli to be uncomfortable, then it's going to be even more tough.
Yo, what's up, Big Mac? How you doing?
Just going to give you guys the reminder, if you are tuning in late, the rosters of both these two squads for the Omit GG squad.
What's up, Big Mac?
Mamba, Vivid, Craze, and Mac. For Brooklyn, Brolu, Standy, Brack, and Yuli. Notable names all across the board. Ricky Atour's got the headset off. He's ready to go. Players are ready to go. We've got the grand finals ready to load in for Vault
versus
Hardpoint
Omit Brooklyn.
Should be a fiery
Omit
affair.
versus
These two
Omit
teams
Brooklyn.
are no strangers to one another. So here we go. Let's lock
Doing good. I got
in
Gary's
Ontario
mod 2 days
Challengers
ago,
Grand Finals, the
thanks
Black
to a
Ops
large
6
sale on Steam.
here.
Dude, W
Vault
sale
Hardpoint
on Steam, bro.
racing our streets
Steam be
first.
doing sales all the time.
And the Brooklyn staff on that side.
They always be doing something, bro.
Ricky Atour, Mr.
Steam really
Joker,
be on it.
the phenomenal coaching staff.
Steam really be for the gamers sometimes, I swear.
Year, but it was all with Craze on their lineup.
Ugh. Excuse me.
Now you're going up against one of your top shooters.
How's Gary's mod, dude? I haven't really seen anyone talk about it in a while.
Sunday. Hopefully you got the boys ready, because this should be a battle.
Here we go. Omit versus Omit Brooklyn. Vault Hardpoint.
Brack, Standy,
Challengers Grand
Yuli,
Finals.
Prolude
Let's get
versus
it
Mamba,
on.
Vivid,
Omit in the
Mac,
blue,
and
Brooklyn in
Craze.
the white. And the big players to watch. Mac in particular, looking to get a little bit of revenge after being dropped from Cloud9. Safe to be set for Vivid, and it will be Brooklyn in the mix early.
Yeah, and that's already 4 dead. Pretty sure that's Omit. Fully locking down mid-map control. Prolude now off the respawn. Finds an opening.
Let's see, let's see.
Have the numbers to reinforce your way back.
Who do we guys got, chat? Who we got, chat?
SMGs first. Mac and Craze already lined up 2. Vivid joins in the party. Now it's a one-on-one for this final time.
Okay, try the back shut down though. You will be able to hang out. So with that, Omit Brooklyn find themselves on the scoreboard for the first time. This is not confusing at all. Standing over the top. No, shut down. How about that for Craze? Little pop-up whack-a-mole moment. Finds his first. Vivid Mamba follow up, and now you got the foot race over to P2.
Response instantly flipped. You locate Prolu, who's just trying to value his life for his teammates to get back into the play. Now Omit can create some extra layers here at the P2. Craze already taking presence on the side of palm trees. As a freebie for the first.
Really good. They don't. They even got
Rust
Rust assets in server
2.
called
And this is so far
G-Rust.
been a
Oh,
lockdown
W.
Absolute
P2.
perfection. Craze
That's like, I
just kinda
didn't.
buffer
Do they
with
still
the
like
hard
keep
point,
it up to
following
date,
up after
like
he
Gary's mod and
drops
stuff?
past the baton between the SMGs.
Gary mod's old.
Exactly the same route.
Well, it's not
that
old,
Craze
but
had
it's
hit.
like
Mac
an
is
older
feasting.
type
Not
of
a
game.
single look
Like
for
people were
Brooklyn
playing that
over towards
game
P2 as of
on
yet.
YouTube
These
whenever
cannot
I
get
was
forward
a
into the
kid.
pool. Max shut down after being 3 in a row. Vivid now called upon
We were playing that like on YouTube like 10 plus years ago.
Finds his first shut down by Prolu. Maybe a chance here for
Oh.
Brooklyn to get on in for the
Oh.
last 15. Craze,
Oh.
it
Oh
was
my
right
God,
into
Craze.
Wolf,
Craze.
looking for one more as Yuli with
Oh.
the pistol. Not gonna get
Imagine
the
Craze
job
got that
done.
3,
Mac follows
bro.
up, and a lot of that scrap time goes the way of Omit GG.
Yeah, that's basically a flawless 60 hold right there for a moment. Now you're looking to make up for it if you are Brooklyn for P3 and P4 chain, but you're already losing the gunfights off the rotation. That's 3 dead. You still have the arc spawns that you want, but we cannot allow Omen to continue to grow the score the way that they are.
Yeah, what a start here. 7-3, 8-3, 7.
So I found a game called Project.
A lot of the work inside the hard point. Now
it
getting
has
to work
Kino
working on that flipping of the spawn. Shots shut down initially by Standy. Prey still hanging on, and the buffer.
Is there any other like good playthrough games I can do like for like videos? Because I've been thinking about like doing more playthrough games. I downloaded a couple, like the Firewatch game, like the Fire Tower Watch game, and then the one where you're a crab. I just downloaded those games because they were free on Game Pass. I've been trying to find other games like similar to like playthrough type, like Jacksepticeye type stuff. So if I can do like series on, I can do like multiple parts.
Yeah, he hears it being bashed in by Standy.
Games like that.
Stun comes through, gets a read on the first one on the staircase, goes prone, but Yuli. Little dead slide, hits the deck,
Yo, send me a DM on Discord about it. I'll definitely look into it.
Finally in a spot where they can win a rotation to get a setup.
Yeah, this is a good setup to have at the P4 to get yourself right back into this game. It's only a 60-point difference. First kill already goes their way. Second as well. The crossfires are causing problems right now for Omid. So the initial push already does get shut down. 40 seconds still to fight for here. Finally, Mac is able to open up with one, but it's still better effective trades out of Brooklyn to still hold. Yeah, really good stuff. Gets them not just back into the game, but an opportunity to bring this within 10 points. They've hit a couple of shots over through Art. Now has a chance to kind of work on the backside of this play while the rest of his teammates are hitting from the front. But Proloot, nade over the top while winning his gunfight versus Vivid. Only has Mac as the last one standing. Nice little heroic hold moment there for Brooklyn. And with this last 12 seconds going their way, yeah, it's going to be about a 20-point game.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's a perfect response right there for Brooklyn. Having a slow start in the first 3 HPs, which you make up for at the Money Hill to keep yourself in the mix. Just got to do better around this mid-map area again, because it was clean 4 dead after 4 dead multiple times for Omen at the first go around here at P1.
Join, hit me up. It's free, so you don't have to pay like $130 for like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, IWA. Dang. What is it called? Called Project.
Trying to find an angle into
yeah, I'll look into it for sure. If it's good, bro.
Hole in the ground, trying to find something from the low part of the map, but not quite able to do it as Mac finds a follow-up double. That's going to be enough for a bit to hang on to this P1 time.
This can't be any better of P1 hold. Like, they have been uncontested for the first 40 seconds. Again, they are lighting up the kill feed, but finally Brack is going to clean up the mess. Lines up a double, make it a triple.
Let me go ahead and take out the everyone part so I can share it in other people's stuff. The promo really quick, chat.
Yeah, they do get eyes on the Mamba around the back. Nice comeback over to the gunfight, though. Shuts down Standy. Now has a 1v1 with Brack, who wins that cleanly. Spawn should stabilize, but Yuli cannot control the front side at pool, so pressure already mounting here for the Emit break. Brooklyn inside the hard point. Brack trying to do what they can, but with an AR out, just cannot lock down the shots. It's a 4-man feed, and Emit already secure the break.
Oh, Mac is taking over, man. We have seen so many times in this kill feed so far, popping multi-kill after multi-kill. 19 and 11, about to have a minute in the hard point as well. He's trying to take care of this map number 1 by himself. You get the flip over towards P2, you find a successful break, and this was the hill that you basically held it for a full 60 last go around. If you're Brooklyn, you need to find some success here through the front.
Oh, good movement from Mamba, keeps the killing spree alive. Now down low, whoa, up and over for Mamba, 6 in a row.
It's made in the GOAT Unreal Engine 5, and it looks like Black Ops 2 with lighting. I wonder how they can get away with it without like Activision trying to take them down.
Play for as much time as we possibly want here at the P3, but we have to do a better job of flipping those spawns at the right time.
They probably don't promote it as like a Call of Duty ripoff.
Gets shut down, but his AR presence from his teammates is still holding down the long distance lanes.
Or they probably change it around, like how the game looks. I'm assuming.
Alive, but at least for now, Brooklyn have yet to get a point.
Yeah, nice job.
Unreal Engine 5, bro.
Oh,
next COD is made with Unreal. Or Unreal Engine 5. I'm pretty sure the next Halo is going to be made with Unreal Engine 5. Or they're putting it onto Unreal Engine 5. And then this Gears of War I think is on Unreal Engine 5. If I'm probably wrong. Or it's on like some Unreal Engine. Which I'm excited, dude. Tomorrow they're adding World War II onto Game Pass. Call of Duty World War II, bro. Dude, once they add it on, I'm gonna download it and I'm gonna play it, bro. It's gonna be so much fun. That's like probably one of my favorite Call of Duties ever. Is Call of Duty World War II. That's probably my favorite Call of Duty, the most fun Call of Duty I've ever had. Like the most fun I've ever had on a Call of Duty. Also, when it's done, they are going to add like online multiplayer. Ooh, that'd be sick too. Dude, I'll definitely take a look at it when it like pops up. I think a lot of probably like smaller COD creators like snipers and stuff like that are probably gonna play it for sure. Maybe some big creators, we'll never know. Probably the biggest creators are probably gonna play Scope. I don't think anyone like Scump or anybody's gonna play it. They'll probably play it off stream, but not for stream or for content. I'll probably try to play it for content though, because I know a lot of snipers love those like COD, not COD ripoffs, but they like the COD ripoffs. I know at least I got World War II before the subscription. People got it. What do you mean you got World War II? Oh, you've had World War II. I've had World War II too. I'm probably not gonna have anything unlocked on whenever I get it through Game Pass, because I think I've only played it on PlayStation, never played it on PC, and I think that was before like Activision accounts, like you can link to multiple consoles. That was like way before all that. Or unless maybe I'll have everything unlocked because I do have it, because my Activision account or the PlayStation account that it's on is linked to my Activision account. The like that I have like all my levels and everything and like all my guns and stuff on. So I'll probably be able to, I'll probably have all my stuff. I'll probably have like my phase and like Optic and Luminosity skins. Dude, World War II is probably one of the best Call of Duties ever made, like new gen wise, best CODs ever made, because it had everything, bro. The sniping was good, the gunplay was good, the like dude, rank play was good, competitive was good, sniping, just regular multiplayer was good. Everything about that COD was just so good, dude. And we almost had that with Vanguard, but they messed up. We almost had another World War II year with Vanguard, but they messed up. I'm really hyped for it, dude, because a lot of people are going to be on it. Probably a lot of new people that never played World War II are probably going to also be playing it. So that'd be perfect, and I'll be able to play it on PC, so I'll have like probably better graphics, better FPS on it. If I was a COD killer, got killed, and I didn't care because they had the most sweaty lobbies, even when you play for like your first time. Dude, yeah, the lobbies were nuts, dude. I like that there was technically no skill-based matchmaking, but at the same time, it's like you only went against sweaty people.
Start off the series 1-0. Yeah, and that's just
I don't know, you got on, it's just, I don't know, the game felt weird. It took them like 5 years for the game to come out because they wanted to make it perfect for launch. But I mean, I would have been happy if they brought it out like 4 years ago and it had bugs, then waiting forever just to fix like the stuff, and then it's still to come out with all the bugs that they were trying to fix, you know what I mean? It's like, I get you're trying to make it like a perfect game, like out the box, but at the same time, it's like you took way too long. You took way too long to bring it out, and when it finally came out, it had all the bugs that you guys told us were out of the game. And then the game just kind of sucked. No one really played it. I didn't play it when it fully released. I played the betas, but then once the game fully released, I didn't play it because it was just like, it wasn't good. Because even the betas, I didn't really enjoy that much. It was like that last beta that just made the game, I just didn't like it. I did play a few games when the game fully released. That was because like, and I played it a few months after it came out because I didn't know it came out. Because there was like nothing said. No one like got hyped for it. I think it was like a lot of people that were like playing it like randomly or like kind of last minute, and they didn't really enjoy it either. It could have been like, it honestly could have been a good game. I really don't think I don't think any individual game is going to kill Call of Duty. I think really the only game to like hurt Call of Duty in any way was probably Fortnite. But then like COD kind of got a lot of those people back with Warzone. Like Not gonna lie, I want skill-based matchmaking that gives you a survey every time, and when you do not like your last match, they make your server more easy. I don't know. I think a lot of people use that just to get like clips and stuff like that. That's basically just two boxing. That's basically just two boxing. That's like reverse boosting or two boxing. You know what I mean? That's basically the same thing as that. And I don't think it will. I think just getting rid of skill-based matchmaking and just like letting it be more random, or letting it like be more about your overall KD and less about like your first match KD. Because you ever notice like your first game on is like always super easy, and then like that game, if you do really good, your next match is going to be a lot more difficult because it goes based off of like your KD of the day. So it's like, oh, your first game, that's how you're going to play for the rest of the day. And so it puts you up against way more skilled people, because those people are probably having bad first games because they're not warmed up yet, or they're on purpose playing bad so they get into lower level lobbies. But if they have played longer than 1 week, they won't get it. I don't know. I think it should just go off based how it used to be, based off of like not even really based off of like your, because if they want skill-based matchmaking, they base it off of like your actual KD, not like a one game KD.
That's kind of been a staple of his gameplay largely.
It should just go based off of like your like legitimate KD.
Absolutely disgusting. And if he gets away with it,
and then when it comes down to
we'll see if that aggression comes through for a bit, or will Brooklyn continue?
I don't know. Or just like completely get rid of it, like how it used to be. Just like go based off of like your level or your time played, or just like have it be random. Like I can play somebody that's like a level 1000 as like a first time player. I should be able to do that.
Yeah, everything you just said about Craze, I'm also gonna say the likes for Standy.
Like I should be able to do that. You know what I mean?
He's an island player, SMG, who loves.
They should make it to, I don't know. They need to bring back that like competitive and like that wanting to get better aspect of Call of Duty. It's not really about that anymore. It's just about making it easier for those people that play the game like once a week, and try to keep them coming back that one time a week they can play, or one time a week they want to play a video game.
You have Yuli with the sub out at mid, so he's just trying to safeguard against any aggression from the Brooklyn defense. Or party for the mid defense. Standy getting a feel over towards B.
It's just less about.
Shots will also come.
I don't know. I get it too, but like I mean, if you're gonna do stuff like that, do that with Warzone. If you're gonna do that whole skill-based matchmaking stuff, do that with Warzone. Also, look at the gameplay of the project. It's not bad, but it's very early in development, so you will get buffed. There's controller support, but not.
Yeah, that's big.
Okay.
Brack is watching Standy's back to allow him to.
I think with games like that, you have to have controller support. Especially if you want like a COD killer. Like if you want a game that's you think is gonna kill Call of Duty, or you want to make a game that you want to kill Call of Duty, you have to have controller support, because you're not getting those like, because majority of the people that play Call of Duty are controller players. And there is a large community for keyboard and mouse players, because I used to be a keyboard and mouse player.
Time is still ticking. We gotta go.
But you have to like have controller support, because you're not gonna get that like fan base over. Especially if it's like cross-platform type of game, or make it cross-platform as well. Because a lot of people that play Call of Duty play on like PlayStation, Xbox. They don't play on PC. So you gotta put it on multiple platforms. You're not gonna kill Call of Duty with only being on one kind of like gaming console or gaming device. You're just gonna capture that one community, and even then they're not gonna want to, because like even if you just put it on PC, yeah, you're gonna get those people to play, but they're not gonna make content off of it, because most of their viewers are people that play on console. Like I bet you, like most people that watch my stuff, most people that come to my stream or watch like my videos that like love Call of Duty, they're on consoles, bro. They're not on PCs. So if I switch to a game that's only on PC, they're not gonna want to watch that, because it's like, hey, like you're playing this game that I can't play because I'm not on PC.
Really good COD timing there. Was able to spot a couple around that mid-map.
Like when I was playing Valorant, like a lot of the people that watched me for Call of Duty didn't really want to watch me anymore until Valorant came to console. And even then, only half of them came over because it was only on Xbox. And I think they brought it to PlayStation, I'm pretty sure, right after. But it was just on Xbox, and they brought it to PlayStation. And then all those people that were watching me for COD, seeing that Valorant, the game I was currently playing, was on console, and they're like, "Hey, I can talk about it and sympathize with what you're experiencing in the game now." We said the same thing. Oh, sorry, I didn't read your comment. Controller support is a major pro in games. If you don't have it, you won't get that many players. Oh, yeah. See, yeah, like, I mean, you're not going to get that many players. And even then, like, big content creators that may like the game are probably not going to stream it or play it because then they're going to alienate, like, half or majority of their audience, especially if they're Call of Duty players. You're gonna alienate, like, most of your fan base. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to be able to sympathize with you how the game experience is, and they're not going to want to watch it because they can't play it. Like with the multiplayer type games, with like multiplayer like shooter FPSs, people like to play and watch those games. People like to play and watch, and if they can't play, they're not going to watch it. But that's different with story-based games. Story-based games are like, oh, I'll play it and also watch it, or like I don't have to play it, I can just watch it. But like when it comes to FPS games, it's like you can't watch a Call of Duty video and not want to go play Call of Duty. You know what I mean? If you can't play Call of Duty, you're not going to want to watch a Call of Duty video because you can't play that game. But if you watch like a Let's Play video, like a playthrough video of like a scary game, you're gonna want to watch it, but you're not gonna have that like motivation to want to go play it yourself afterwards, or that want to like, or that need to go play it afterwards. So when it comes to FPS, like first-person shooters, you got to have it cross-platform and with controller support.
Defense prevails for the first time. First blood count.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not gonna want to. I don't know. That's just me though. You're not gonna want. You're not gonna want to do it.
Respond with a defense of their own. Aggression. Over through beat. Stun check confirms that.
I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna clip that. I think it'd be a good talking point. I think that's a good talking point.
Essentially, the play is gonna be aggressive towards this A site. So you give the comp to your teammates to start to push through B Street. Now they realize Omen are going back to that slow and steady setup.
2-1. I think Omen GG is gonna win. Who do you guys got? Omen GG or Omen Brookland? Brookland. Omen Brookland.
Help supplied by Mamba on a long cross on the other side of the parking lot. So numbers going to be now turned in favor of Amit. Down to Prolit for the 1v3 through the vent. Tough with an AR. Shut down after the slide. And Amit's going to find themselves now up 2, 3-1 the count.
I'm telling you, Omen are just never caught off guard.
No.
Like the fact that their teamwork is as good as it is, with not having as much time as some of these other Challengers rosters. This is the difference when you had players who are very consistent in Challengers and some vets to the lineup.
Yeah.
Everything is so calm, cool, and collected. You're thinking, all right, someone's going to die first. I'm instantly going to be in a position to play your trade. And that has been the answer right now.
Omen.
For Omen in these SD rounds.
Yeah, I think for
Omen GG? Or Omen.
They have a numbers advantage.
I don't know how they pronounce it. I think it's just Omen.
And for Amit, they're just getting a decent trade and getting out of there, which is, I think, the biggest part about how they've been able to counteract that aggression to this point. Brooklyn back onto the attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like a little. I'll start a little thing.
Something out of Atlanta's playbook potentially. No, there's an RC car instead.
Let's start a little thing.
Does it get all the way over
start
towards
pull.
the cars?
Let's
it
do.
Does. Tries to set off a chain reaction, but everyone will stay alive when we go 4v4.
You should know now.
Who winning?
Someone pushed up on your side of the spawn, so.
Who winning?
The first butt down to desperately help, but Bragg starts it off.
Omen GG.
Finds the second. Prolu strikes for the third. A 1v4.
Omen.
You stand no chance. Brooklyn make their adjustments on the offensive side. Stand strong in their post plan without anyone falling.
I spelled Brooklyn wrong. I'm pretty sure.
Omen on the opposing end. We got to react to that a lot.
I spelled Omen
wrong. That's one of those things that we see FaZe do this on this map, where they're setting up a 3-1 split on defense. You just get a read from the one defender on the back side of that
That's what
trash
Brooklyn
square, the
on.
back of A, and then you toss all your nades over, you throw an RC in.
Give
then you
Omen
retake.
like
That
a
wasn't the
spot,
same
bro. Like,
formula, though, in Brooklyn
if Saudi
or
Arabia
Brooklyn.
really
Yeah,
wants
'cause
to
they
like,
changed it. It didn't have someone in that back dumpster corner. He was actually
if they really
camping
want to
on the white
invest,
truck, so he
dude,
didn't
invest
see him
into
out early.
Omen,
Yeah,
bro.
he didn't fully have a vision.
Because
on the
they
street,
get
so
in talent, man.
wasn't able to
They
put
get in
himself in an
talent.
impactful position there. So it's
They are getting
potentially
talent.
be a difference maker, but still in the lead is Omen. Aggression has been key. They take mid-map away, and now you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you really can. But for Brooklyn, they're going to be aware that this is a vulnerability. Stun check from Mac does connect, so they know that the defense is playing in the backside of Garage. Craze also stepping up.
Ooh, Craze.
Shots initially on both sides.
Oh my
Sends
God,
it to
Crazy.
the door.
No,
Oh,
Craze.
it's so unfortunate. Doesn't quite get over the door. Mac able to follow up for one of the trades, but numbers advantage for Brooklyn. Mamba gets a couple of tags and says, I'm good.
Omen GG's
and
gonna
now
win, I know
Mac
it.
will have to make a play.
I think honestly Omen GG because Vivid and Mac and Craze and Mamba is a good squad. This is probably like definitely, and they've won like they've been winning. They won last event. That's like their first event playing like all four of them together, and they won that event. They won a DreamHack, so I think they're gonna win this honestly.
And now they've
They're already going to Saudi for the
first half
EWC.
through arches.
So even if they lose this, they really don't have to play to win, because they can go on and just still compete. But this is champs, bro. They're gonna go play for champs. I'm really excited for the Optic versus Surge.
Collide here inside the window. Mac with the check because he missed the timing. They've passed like 2 ships in the night. 13 seconds on the clock. Advantage back to Mac. He sees Yuli. Shots are perfect, and Mac wins
Omen
the
Brooklyn
round.
eliminated.
Mac also finds 3 on that round. That's
That squad is
insane
basically
quality
Shrek,
timing.
Donkey,
Both players
and
were
Boots
aware.
for real.
There was a lot of time left on the game clock. You have the potential chance
Turn to
hit
the
a
Mac,
long
girl.
round.
What it is? What it is?
But one goes into the top room, the other one goes on the bottom side through the double door. And that's what allows Mac to have an insane round there, but take a look at this again from Craze. Yeah, you know I'll be telling you about that one later. He gives the free first blood to the opposing side, but it still does not matter again.
Unreal gunfight from Mac onto Prolute. Yeah, 2v4. And 2-4 now the count. Mac on 3 in a row. Yuli, aggression, trying to get a peek over towards Garage. Stun pushes him off with the team shots involved. Craze is going to play an aggressive angle as the new solo defender on this side of the map.
Okay, 2-4.
Hopefully he doesn't get too
Omen GG up. They're up. They're up one map. This is map 2. Best of 7. Best of 7 round number 2. Okay, map number 2. Round number 7. All right, up by 2 rounds, 4-2. I'm hitting Kino on Project. And then round 4 there, like more than 40 zombies.
Yuli working with him. That'll work for at least one response. Pushed back, followed up. Vivid finds the kill. Pro looking to commit for the plant though on to B. Gives a lifeline here to Brooklyn to the 2v3.
2v3 now. If you are Omen, just take your time.
I forgot to spell restaurant.
Yourself in a position to gain some information. You're able to spot out Standy. Craze has
And the stun hits.
Prolute gets stunned as well, so you know exactly what both players are.
Yeah, they're looking for the 3v1 on a Prolute first. He's backed up nicely. 22 seconds on the clock. Pressure to try to hop for a defuse. Standy, what does he find timing here? Both players passing right by. Mamba can't get a shot off. 14 seconds on the clock. No effort for the defuse. Vivid finds the first. You got to take care of Standy, though. He's playing the clock beautifully. Can he get there in time to win both gunfights? There's the first, hops over. He's not going to get the second.
I love
but there's
Publix
not enough
chat.
time to
Publix is so
defuse.
good. Their chicken tenders
So Brooklyn
hit.
will get the
Chicken
round
tenders, mac and
to take us
cheese,
back to within 1.
And that's a stand, man.
and
right
like
there, just making
potato
plays.
wedges and like a cornbread
2v3,
or like
Prolute
a
instantly
Hawaiian
gets the
roll.
objective down.
It's
Standy
every
working
time,
on
bro.
the late pinch, wins a big
It's
one,
like
making it
non-bugs for
2v2.
like a plate with like tenders like
And all
this
he needed was
big.
one kill right there to secure
And it's
the
just like,
round.
feeling, bro. That's what I should have got.
Now gain.
That'd be
side of
fun.
Brooklyn. As you were able to stop the bleeding for a little bit, but now we're going to the swing round.
I think in particular important here to see what Brooklyn want to do defensively, because really not a lot has worked in the first 30 seconds of what their playbook has called for. It's put a lot of pressure on them in the mid-round, and largely speaking, at mid have been able to capitalize without even needing to get the bomb down. Opening nades this time will work out. Craze, trying to be a playmaker. Damage in, has to respect that this is a line in the sand you don't want to cross. and will instead just stun it out, try to get back over to B. Tallies that Brack is playing somewhere at mid, but this is still a very difficult 3v4.
Actually going to get aggressive through this one as well.
Have to make a play.
I don't know what Yuli is looking at, but
No
he's going to
idea.
be freebie right there for Vivid. So it's going to be a 3v3 again. You know that all of Brooklyn are going to be roaming around that mid-map area, so no need to rush the objective. Let's look for one more kill.
And Mamba's going to play with some elevation. Sees Standy. Clean shots from Mamba. From a 3v4 to a 3v2 the other way. Prelude off the reload. They need to find a way to recontest that A. And again, Amid are just saying, come on into the web that we've spun. Brack last one standing for a 1v3. He's 1v4'd on the weekend already. Can he possibly duo up here? Oh, clean shots, none of the 1v1. It's with Craze. Off the reload, 20 seconds. Craze is recovered and will plant the bomb to reset the 1v1.
45 seconds now to play with. You have no idea.
We're
where
up forward
Brack
there.
just went.
We're more than 40 zombies.
Potentially
Dang,
put yourself
that's a lot of
in position
zombies.
to play for a rotation, but
Oh dang,
seconds already
I'm in
down.
Brooklyn coming back.
Craze gonna rewrap.
Almost like
Making the call. Does Craze
whoever
get
loses don't get a
carried?
paycheck this month.
I don't believe he did. Oh yes, he does at the last second.
I know Omid, bro. I know
So
whoever
close.
owns
Looked like
Omid
Brack held
is
it
so
all the way,
hyped right
but
now.
I don't know if we have a replay.
I don't know how their
of
Halo
that.
team's
Hit in
doing.
slow motion had to have been
Because they got a Halo
fraction.
team too. They got a good Halo team. Because they got Spartan, Lethal, Huss, and Breaking Shot. Lethal and Spartan, dude.
I have to time it right on
Two
the money.
amazing,
The first double was phenomenal
amazing
there from
Halo
Brack.
players.
The finesse and the
Huss has been
discipline
killing it
to
too.
not shoot at Crazy
And then I've
that
never heard a
moment
Breaking Shot.
allows him to get on out. But the rewrap right there from Young Craze puts his team now at game point.
Can't even say it's a split second. It's a split millisecond there. Trophy system down for Brooklyn's offense at A. Doing a lot of work, stopping a lot of these defensive nades. And that's Brooklyn saying, all right, they want to toss all their nades through A. Let's just back off, kill the noise, create a little
Well, they
bit
have
of
their
doubt,
own
get the
separate
defense
Twitter
to
for
move
their
around a little
Brooklyn
bit.
for their Brooklyn
Finally made
team.
an adjustment on their defensive side. They've been 3 stacking over towards courtyard every single time.
I bet you their fans are so confused on who they should root for, bro.
Actually going to be the aggressors through A Street.
They're in their
30
offices
seconds
right now.
already
They're
walked
just
away.
like, who should we root
Now
for?
the commitment for Brooklyn is going to come on in. Do you have any tax to potentially find that first blood? You do not. And Vivid changes up his angle.
RC in play. That's from Craze trying to hold off this offense, makes its way through the small window. Hard to say if fatality did damage, but it gets Vivid out of that tight position, and he finds a first blood. Craze, AR in hand. Doesn't want
Return
to
to the
reveal his
match,
position,
girl.
and
Is
now
what
has
does what
maybe a
is what
chance to
isn't.
shut down Brack, but not to be. Changing it up,
Get up.
Standy beats him. Mamba on the backside of the site, not able to do too much, and Vivid's on the bunny hop, just trying to find any information as there's 20 seconds remaining.
Oh, another RC
Oh.
car's going to get invested. Matt
RC
finds
car
the
got him.
bomb. Vivid on the pinch, gains the info, but can't find the kill. It's still a
Oh.
1v2, and that is going to do it. Omen, take the S&D on dealership, where Brooklyn have yet to lose one on the weekend. And now they are comfortably up 2-0 in the series.
Very comfortably. Calm and collected. It is Vivid. Been there, done that, he says.
They don't care.
That's dangerous prospects for Brooklyn. 'Cause
Dude,
now
real
you've got
fans
to
are
get
at this
in a
event right now.
controlling position.
Even
The
though it's
road
challengers,
has
they're at the
looked
event.
immaculate.
You're not a real COD fan.
You get a rewind map 4, which if they play anything like the Vault, yikes.
What sucks is a lot of people that
And we
watch
still have another protocol control
pro
yet
COD
to
are
come,
going
where you
like
just
to
worry about
events.
the SMGs
They're
running
mostly just
rampant on you,
Optic
so
fans.
halftime break coming up, but what are you seeing from the
They're mostly
search
just
stats here,
Optic
Jay?
fans,
Brooklyn
which
found 6 first bloods, man, compared to 3 on the
Which
opposing
sucks.
side. It's just the difference was
Which,
the
I mean,
teamwork
doesn't
after that.
suck,
We
but
found
it's just
ourselves in
like,
a numbers advantage. We need
I
to
don't know.
always play to our advantages. You started to go out and solo.
I wish there was
attack,
more
get caught
variety.
slipping with someone sitting in the corner, and that's what allows Omen to always make up in those number scenarios. You have tremendous clutch genes as well with Mac playing the way that he did. Craze winning a big one-on-one. When you find that much success in that first blood column on a map like Dealership, you need to walk away with that W.
Yeah, 3v4, 2v4 in particular that we really noted on, but I think just again, giving credit to this Amit squad in those tight moments, you have to make a tough decision, you have to make a tough play, and they're not just doing that, they're finding success doing it. So this Amit team up comfortably 2-0. We head to our first break of this best of 7 with a protocol control coming up to see if Brooklyn can bounce back and get to the board.
The Scuff Call of Duty collection is $30 off this weekend only. Visit scuff.co/CDL to upgrade your game with a Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
I got a Scuff.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by
Optic
Monster
Scuff.
Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Optic Gaming, not Optic Texas.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Saudi Arabia. Definitely Omit GG is going to win this for sure. They're up 2-0 currently. We got a good little bit before Texas versus Surge. Got a good little bit for Texas versus Surge. Yeah, I'm really hyped about that one. I think that one's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a good one. I want to try to get some people to do the watch party with me, but everyone's too parties.
On match day, everything matters. What you focused on the night before, how you slept, what you ate. Players gather in the arena, ready to go toe-to-toe, fueled by the dedication, passion, and love of the sport. The mind has to be focused, clear, locked in. Any unknown variable can mean the difference between winning and losing. And when you have your pride on the line, every decision has to be perfect. Every movement calculated, and every shot on target. If you want to be remembered here, you have to make them believe. Scuff has been a proud and passionate supporter of Call of Duty esports for 14 years, and enables you to play like a pro.
14 years.
Scuff might let you play like a pro, but these 8 players on the stage trying to make it either to the pros for the first time or back to the pros for what would be a reunion for a number of these players. We've got Amit versus Amit
We got
Brooklyn
Optic,
here,
bro.
the Challengers Grand Finals. And it's 2-0 up to Amit, and it's been cool, comfortable, calm, and collected. Other C words as well. Jay,
Two more.
what's your thoughts? How does Amit
Two
Brooklyn
more.
get back into this series?
Whew, I don't know. It's
Two
as
more
simple as
rounds,
that,
two
man.
more
They got
maps,
outplayed by
and we
almost 20+ kills
going
in that map
to
number 1. Obviously, it's very
the real
difficult to
match,
consistently play
Optic
from the
versus
back foot, but it could be
Surge.
the
I think,
same
bro,
thing set
I
on a
honestly
map
think
like
Optic
Protocol
wins.
Control. If you don't win your initial break,
What,
if you're
dude?
in hell
I
right
don't
off
know
the
though,
rip,
because
clean
Surge has
for
been
dead,
playing good.
trying to fight your way on out. Players like Craze, players like
Neptune
Matt
and Nasty
are not going to allow you out for free.
have been playing
without
super
contesting.
good.
So hopefully the coaching staff was able to reset them after
Red alert,
2
red
maps
alert.
that they potentially
Map
think
modes
they
for
could walk
Champs
away
Grand
with.
Finals. Hacienda Hardpoint,
Because
Dealership
this is the
Surge,
one-
Protocol
most important
Control,
one of the series.
Vault
Oh, I
Hardpoint,
saw those fist bumps
Protocol
come out, saw Standy
Surge,
give Ricky a fist
Hacienda
bump. There's a
Control,
little bit of
Hacienda
aggression. That
Search,
guy's looking like
Rewind
he's locked and
Hardpoint,
getting pissed.
Rewind
All right.
Search. I think
So
it's going to
see if
go all
Standy
the
can
way.
turn up.
I just got all the way
As
to
we
a
head
map
into
9.
Protocol control. Good
This is best of 9,
focus
right?
for an
1,
SMG
2.
player without
Yeah, it's best of
question.
9. Oh my
But on the
god.
other side of things, again, just to kind of
That
speak to your
food kind of
boy,
looks good.
Craze has been
Mason smoked chicken,
undeniable
asparagus,
when it
and
comes
mac
to
and
his
cheese for
ability
dinner
to
tonight.
take
That actually does look
over
really
on
good.
maps that look like this.
That actually looks really
So
good.
It's not just can Standy step up.
Optic
it's
by
also can
Slaughter.
they shut down the SMGs,
Optic by
in
Slaughter, dude.
particular Craze
Oh,
on the other
no.
side. It's protocol control. Amit up 2-0 in the best of 7. Let's get relocked in as we jump on into
Optic
the
by
action
Slaughter,
with Amit
bro.
Brooklyn starting us off.
It might
on
be
the
Optic
opening
by
attack.
Slaughter, dude. Low key.
Break off his
You guys see nade shot, dude?
Nades connecting through Top Gun.
Bro's
Really
insane.
aggressive right
I'll be
through
right back. I'm gonna go
double
pee.
doors, taking
And I'm gonna give me some
away.
more water.
Mac already finds the first kill. Effective on the trade is going to be Standy, but still better numbers, more players on the side of Omit.
Bro, trying to stay alive on towards A. Maybe could have gotten some more action on towards the first tick, but not quite. Off the spawn. Now you got to re-clear out back 10 over towards sidewalk as well. Yuli will find one. Prolute doing the work on the opposite side of the map, just trying to get over back to A. And the kills are good. That'll get him on and keep the clock paused at 59 seconds.
You have the numbers to dominate that mid-map presence, but Mamba lines up another one. You already have SMG starting to work the pinch. Craze locates where Standy is going.
Shots.
Now you know the last two players have to be around this A objective, and before that first segment gets locked, they're able to find that kill onto Prolute. So again, your push gets shut down, and everyone off the reset.
Yeah, big note towards the nades over the top right there. Kind of forces Prolute out from behind cover for that sidewalk play to work. 23 plays 19, 42 seconds on the clock and ticking. Yuli down low, able to find Mamba. Eyes towards B as we change the focus here. Getting out of the spawn trap has been good, but more importantly, trying to get this first tick could be better. Yuli left by his lone, and shut down as he tries to mantle back to mid.
But every single time, Brooklyn give themselves an opportunity where they find the two initial kills. It's instant respawn on the opposite side for Omen, finding two of their own. They have yet to get a full team push around this mid-map area, but finally, with 28 seconds, you're able to put the game clock at a pause at A. Find that initial kill as well onto Mac. You're trying to play for the spawner if you are Brack, but you should still have the numbers to guarantee some segments.
Yeah, good focus there from Brack. Kills continue to come out through the middle of the map, leading to what should be a second tick of progress. Brack continued to force the spawns over to Yuli's direction, who can step up now 3 in a row. Snaps over to a fourth, not quite. Keep your eye on Mac. From the backside, try to clear off the A point. Able to find one that slows the progress, but Standy stays alive and confirms the extra 60 seconds.
Big nade over the top. Extra 60 is going to be tallied. You're all tied up in lives, but we still got to deal with Mr. Mackenzie Melts, who's in our spawn. Just finding kill after kill. The only player currently out is going to be Brack, but you take care of Mac. Vivid there for the trade. 10v11.
Yeah, it's been an aggressive game of control to this point. This will likely come down to kills. 60 seconds on the clock. Tied in the lives. Amit Brooklyn make their way on to stop the clock at B. First tick looking good if Brack can just find maybe a single kill. Stuns and nades still going to land, though. Not able to turn to find Mamba. And now the advantage in numbers significantly moves over to Amit's defense.
More wave of kills is what Omen are looking for. Mamba
We're
whips
back,
out the
chat. We're
SMG
back.
to find one at bottom bow. Now no more respawns for Brooklyn. Here goes Mac again. He's lived in their spawn. He's letting Standy know, hey man, I hope you're having a great day, but a 1v7 now left up to Yuli.
Yep, going to be 3 ticks of progress. All that gets amounted for Amit Brooklyn.
Dang, bro.
And I think one of the things that we've noted a lot about this Amit team,
Bro got
we saw
clipped.
it a lot in their DreamHack run, was even when they feel like they're about to break, nope, they bounce back immediately in the second wave of kills. Kind of reminds me of like a Vancouver Surge in that way, where it's just like, maybe the break off isn't great, but their second wave of lives are great. They just continue to provide.
You always just have the experience that you need to make plays like this. Like these guys.
Oh
are
my
just in the league
Mac,
a
bro.
couple months
Mac
ago.
is
So
standy,
they're
bro.
understanding what they need to
They
do
got
in
some
certain
beef going
situations.
on.
First attempt doesn't
Look
work.
at Vivid,
I'm
bro.
gonna
He's
make
chilling,
adjustments
bro. He's
for my
vibing.
second try.
This is a
That's
normal
worked
Sunday
every
for him,
single time. The SMG's just getting lost in your spawn caused way too many problems there for Brooklyn.
dude.
To stabilize on the map.
Carolina should not gotten rid of him.
Secure 3
Best thing
seconds,
for Omit
sure
though.
turn on the
Best thing for
defensive
Omit
side,
GG
but
though,
you
for
gotta be
sure.
able to match their slaying.
So Brooklyn going to step up aggressively. Amit going to try to.
Then we got one more hard point after this, probably. I feel like it's gonna go super quick. I just have a feeling we're gonna be waiting for Optic versus Surge for. We're gonna be waiting a little long for that to start.
Looking for number 7, Brack gonna give him a workout, but Mamba able to stay alive, slip back under, and almost still find the 7th kill.
There you go, Brack. Way to put the first 2 on the board for your squad. But it still might not play a big part because the 3rd segment is still being worked on, and it's Mac in the position to try to get it done. He's only able to take down 1. Teammates not here to try to play for those trades. But it's only been 17 seconds wiped off the game clock, and you only need 1 more segment.
Yeah.
Watching Ome versus Ome right now.
Route being worked on here for Amit as Craze slips back and around the B site. Focus towards mid. Prelude, ooh, stays alive over towards A. That's pretty critical for the defensive effort for Brooklyn. Craze gonna change up the angle and just get to work being a nuisance in Grandma's.
Yeah, he needs his teammates to find some kills, and already Mamba strikes for the first, so still trying to close out this A objective. You find a 2nd player that's pushed out toward your spawn. Don't have any trips control though, so trying to slowly retake it while Craze is still causing mayhem in towards Grandma's. Time is again paused. Player is going to try to contest it and wins the one-on-one to get him off.
Yeah, Craze can't find that player over towards A initially. Mac trying to finish off the A zone, but stuns, nades all land. Stand able to turn that into a double and even the lives. 33 seconds left on the clock here, and Brooklyn can start to really put the pressure forward towards the Amit spawn. Dire moments. Can Amit find a way to work their way out of this and extend this round? First kill is decent, and the route towards stairs is on the way.
Yeah, just make your life so valuable. Don't give him an easy first kill. They already found initially the first, but Standy responds with 2. 15 seconds left to go. The last player alive is going to be Vivid.
Okay.
Finally, Brooklyn starting to show some life.
7 seconds, you gotta run. You gotta find a way to get over towards A. Kills are decent, but Brack stays alive for 2. Vivid trying to confirm the trade, but Standy denies, leaving Mamba with 0.8 seconds as the last hope on top of the zone.
I know they're mad they dropped Vivid, bro.
Will not be able to stay alive. No one else can touch. And a small tick
I'll be right back,
advantage
boys.
now starting to accrue for Brooklyn, up 3-2 after both defenses are successful.
Yeah, and Standy was the difference maker right there. Just getting behind enemy lines. SMG popping 2 pieces at times, roaming towards top trips, and dominating his presence in towards blue. Gave his team now some momentum going forward. Tied up at 1. You're also up by 1 segment if you are Brooklyn. This time
My
around,
donuts
your
got all
attack,
melted
you got
together.
trophies to help you.
Got the little Debbie ones. They got all melted together though.
Important here for Brooklyn.
Sucks.
You just don't want to be trying to fight for a
I got
B
you with a
zone
fork.
with only about 10 lives left. That's just not often something that comes through with offensive success. So what can they muster here in their opening effort on their 2nd attack? Hard focus in towards 10. Right back in the middle of the map. Aggression for Mac only finds 1. Standy's going to be held back just a touch, but he is on 7 in a row looking for a Hellstorm.
He's looking for it and almost is able to earn it. Massive gunfight there onto Mamba, puts him on 8. Trying to locate 1 more, but Max said you're not going to switch at your spot. Okay, no problem. I'll go get the trade. Eventually finds a 2nd as well. Almost lines up the 3rd. But Omit have all the map control, at least showing presence in their spawn.
Yeah, Brooklyn able to at least stave off an initial spawn trap. Yuli working on a spawn trap of his own. He's going to be able to move the spawns around pretty convincingly here for the Amit defense. Standy gonna put the clock to a pause at 51 seconds, working with Prolo to try to flush out Mamba from helicopter. They're successful. Now on to A. First tick looking good. Trophy system to reinforce as they can work on a bit of a double stack.
First tick.
Huge from Brack. Clears up the high ground. Trade is in, but now Yuli's on a route, and that will keep the A zone well within the possibility of an attack approach for Brooklyn.
Yeah, but Yuli now is gonna be spotted. Max gonna be able to flank him and set up that kill, and that's already 3 dead. Everyone for Brooklyn coming off the
Omen and or Mac and Vivid taking him out.
So you're gonna give yourself an opportunity.
Vivid and Crazy got taken out though. Brack coming through. Oh, they didn't see each other. He's gonna turn around though. He's gonna see him. He's gonna beam him.
Does not see Mac.
Yep.
So the clock will continue to tick. 25 seconds. Standing
Oh.
up the ladder.
Oh.
Gets out of ammunition, but pistol will
Oh.
work. Now can get the reload.
I was saying it was about to get.
Keep your eye on Mac on the minimap, number 7 in blue, trying to play on the
That looks scary for Standy there for a second.
That elimination, and now you can race your way back to A to see if you can finish the zone.
15 v 15. You need to try to extend the time. Craze off the respawn wins a big gunfight. Yuli has trophies that are keeping him alive for now, but the angle there from Mac is good enough to locate him. Vivid finds the 2nd. Brack whips out an extra G and try to be more aggressive on the map, but now it's only on Prelude. Can he stop the game clock?
He's gonna have to. Mac with shots from top grandmas keeps him at arm's reach. Sliding on to stop the clock at 5 seconds. Damage coming through for Vivid on the opposite side. Brack 2.1. No, not gonna happen. 2 ticks earned.
Dang.
Total amount of now 5. as we go to the swap sides.
Yeah, take the
I think if you are
monster sit.
2 segments in your first round, because you weren't able to extend the game clock. Brooklyn were able to get 3 segments, so they should technically now be up by 3. Going over towards their next defense. So potential shutout is what they are looking for, but if you are Omen, you're looking to make the adjustments on your attacking side. You had a good early round setup. You found a clean 4 dead, but the stack just simply did not come in to allow you to extend the game clock, give yourself more opportunities. But now the adjustments need to
Omen GG up 2-1
First blood good for Brack.
against Omen Brooklyn in the control.
Brooklyn up forward at the mid.
Vivid sees one, doesn't get him, gets killed by Stanley though. Craze waits for Yuli, kills him.
Again, such a good play here for
Craze sees another one.
The spawn trap.
Craze sees one on A. Doesn't get the kill yet, gets the kill, finishes him off.
The heady but shut down as Yuli's there for the trade. Back and forth. Opening kills relatively evenly traded.
Bomba knows there's one below him.
His teammates are still trying to locate where Sandy is, because he didn't shoot at Sandy to set up his teammate for that 3B.
Oh.
Now he's making a
Bomba and Vivid working together.
Able to only find one though. Now Prolute the last man standing while the progression is going.
Oh, Vivid and Craze double cap and B. Prolute kills Mac. Vivid tries to hold but doesn't get it.
Prolute just flies on in, finds himself too.
They do get one tick on B though. They could get the tick on A as well. They might get the tick on A. They're gonna get the tick on A. They're gonna get. Oh, they're getting the tick on A. They got the second. They got their first tick on A. Oh my God, Craze beating Prolute.
Up the top of the ladder, second tick of progress looking good. Standy trying to get frisky on the A zone. Shut down by Mac on 3.
Oh my God, they pull A. They just casually pull A. Oh my God, Mac.
4 in a row, 1 away from the 30 bomb.
Oh yeah, he's popping takeover right now.
This Omen GG team is significantly better than this Omen Brooklyn team.
Almost lines up to 6. But you got a minute and 51 seconds to work with. You're up by 3 lives, and all you need is 2 segments. Away the kills is what Omen are looking for.
How does Omen have the first and second spot in Challengers League right now, dude? Have the first and second best team.
A good map from
like, come on, bro.
To come to fruition as he's 26 and 15. Shots to Prolute, decent. Long route from Brack around the back. Looks like he should have a freebie on Vivid and will, but the pressure on B starts to come through with
Mamba. Look behind you. Mamba, look behind you. Look behind, look behind, boys, look behind. Oh, good try, nice. One more. Nice, one more.
Gonna have some help.
Good job, Craze.
Vivid has to be responsible for the play up top. He's actually joined onto the boxes. Vivid still getting things going. That's 3 in a row for him. Backstage lands. Crazy able to tag up another. That's going to be all 6 ticks. And how about Amit?
Holy crap, Omen.
After a defensive back and forth. Now they're 3-0 up in the series. Still feeling comfortable.
Woo-wee! I hope this Grand Finals isn't a little sample of what we're potentially going to see in the next Grand Finals. Because this is going very, very quickly. Omen are just taking care of business. We knew going into this series that they were the better team in the respawn game modes. But the fact that they stole that Surge on the Shore away from Brooklyn, now you only need 1 more map.
Yeah.
I just don't know where you're going to be able to find some life if you're a Brooklyn in this case.
It's just like, everyone doing.
Let's go, Omen, beat your little brother, dude. That's basically what they doing, bro. They're bullying their younger brother.
8 of those non-traded. The 3,100 damage, 13 offensive kills with that. Mac doing the job on the low ground, 33 and 21. 16 attacking kills. Great stuff coming through from Vivid and Mac in that particular map number 3. Other side of things, kind of silenced. I mean, yeah, Standy did kind of what he needed to do. He played all right, 25 and 23. Near top damage on his squad. It's just offensively, they weren't able to get things going, and they really never defensively got the spawn trap that they wanted. And that's the difference maker. Just the trades, those little 1v1 moments that come out for a minute, continue to give them opportunities.
Yeah, you're just getting outclassed right now by the talent on the opposing side. I know technically we're in challenges, but this is looking like a pro team. You got players like Mac and Vivid who love to play in any scenario, have been in multiple different situations, going up against the best in the world. So that's why the game is coming so easy to them right now. This is just a different level down here, and they are showing why. They are firmly up 3-0 in the series. Currently do no wrong. You have yet to go to a map 5 throughout this entire weekend. And now you are 1 map away from potentially going back-to-back as a challenger squad. It's the first time to ever do it.
Yeah. That's wild to say out loud.
Wow, bro.
But I think the part of that is like
4-0. Omen
players win
GG.
an event, they usually get
I'm about to go
picked
make
up.
me some popcorn. I'm about to make some popcorn after this
So it's
second,
like
after this
not that
last match,
surprising
after
to
this
say,
next
especially
one.
considering how the events typically go. But yeah, going back to back at the end of the year, that is something special. The only time you really talk about like stringing together event wins is usually at like the beginning of a season. You're talking about like your Subliners Academy from Cold War, your Texas Nations from Vanguard, stuff like that, where they're building cup wins to open performances, to elite performances. Same can be said, I think, for, you know, again, the mid rosters and the elites. Different forms of those rosters. Notorious was able to nearly do it in Europe or at the beginning of the year, but to go back-to-back on LAN wins is rare, largely due to the fact that you win an event, someone usually gets picked up.
Yeah, that's very tough to do. But like you said, we won the most recent event, which was DreamHack. No one is going to make a roster change right after that because you got 3 weeks. So you have to come to this event and prepare yourself for the best in the world. But to be up 3-0 if you're Omen, imagine being Rafi. Like, all right, I know one of my teams are going to win, but
Casual.
So far, Omen GG, and more specifically, whatever team that Craze is on has been the best in challengers throughout this entire year.
Yeah, it really has been. It's really just come down to the LAN performances, right? I mean, in the elites, he's been perfect. He's won every single season of Elite, 1, 2, and 3. But top 12 at Dallas, top 16 at Miami, and then finally gets a championship at DreamHack.
But you also got to think, like, top 12 at Dallas, top 16 at Miami, that's when roster changes already started happening.
Correct.
So Neptune gets picked up. All right, I got to figure out a new SMG.
Yep.
Oh, Fellow gets picked up. Lunars gets picked up. What the hell am I going to do? He continuously is putting it together with so many different individuals. And even though you're out 3-0 in the series, job still not done. Prolute on the other side. I need him to wake up here.
Yes, sir.
Because he's a guy who I had a lot to say about in the beginning of the season. The way that he played the game, the way that he approached, spawning in map by map. Just the fundamentals that he brought to whatever team that he was playing with. He has not
Monster
been able
Energy.
to keep up in the sling or be productive in this series so far. But it's still that opposite side says 4 on the other side. You still got to give it everything that you got.
That's facts. But a rewind coming up after we saw what happened on Vault. Brooklyn was just getting out-rotated, and even in the moments where they did find success getting initial time, they were getting broken. So you got to step up. You got to get these ARs locked, and in particular, you have to keep up with the pace that Amit has been throwing at you in every single map and every single mode to this point. So we jump right on in, and it's
Jurassic
Craze
Park.
lining everything up, looking for the opening. 3 pieces. He gets the quad feed. No, Mamba steals it. Tisk, shame on you. But Craze, 3 in a row, already putting the step forward.
Oh, dude,
I'm gonna see Jurassic Park on 4D chat. I'm kind of hyped for it. It's gonna be so good.
And find every free kill that I possibly can. Already
mercy.
locates number
Mercy.
4. Mac destroying kids on the opposite side. And that's another 4 dead with Omen still in control of the spawn.
We're talking about 3 total kills right now for Brooklyn. Yikes. And Mac, he's feeling himself. Come here. Come here.
My God.
Woo! Little highlight reel coming through here for the SMGs. Brolin finally able to get a counter kill, but it's 35-0. P2 side of the map looking good for a minute.
And now Craze can just take his sweet time on this late pinch. Has 3 lined up in front of him. Only able to take down 1, but at least has the other one weak. Now if you are Brooklyn, you have the numbers to break your way on through. It's just still the close spawns on the backside for Omen. Make it a 2v3 still in the battle.
Yeah, small pause here, though, for a minute. Couple of members spawning out. Craze wins his first. Has another in front. What a snap on the Stanty. And now Mamba from the other side trying to work on the pitch, but here we go. Brack Prolute finally able to get some time going for Brooklyn.
Okay, Brooklyn, 30 seconds is a good chunk of time here at P2 to walk away with. Max now going to invest to hit the long route. Try to soak up this remaining chunk time. Going to force the repositioning out of Standy, and the repositioning is good enough to win the one-on-one. So Brooklyn with a good early break to keep himself in the mix, but Vivid just trying to create an extra layer to make his teammates free at P3.
Not going to be able to find 3 in that life, but like you mentioned, the space is, well, nicely appreciated by Amit.
Uh-oh, he's going to spawn out.
Yep, sure will. Dumpster's open, and no, hardpoint opens right as the spawn comes through. So Amit will keep their lead narrow as it is, and look at Brooklyn working over towards the beeper side of the map. Craze is able to deal with 2 off screen. That keeps a lot of that overextension safe.
Save me
gets a read on the
away.
Prolute, but they don't know
I'm
about
saving
Brack, at least not as of yet.
Yeah, one player already slipped by, but you see the way that Mama's playing. He's going back and forth, and the timing is going to be good enough to gain the information, but your teammates are falling around you. You had to commit on the one-on-one, and Brack valuing his life to perfection. Allows his teammates to get the break, soak up time now, but still don't have the spawns that they want.
Yeah, split spawn situation has them staggered. The Brooklyn are reaping the rewards on the objective. Now making a play over towards the right side of the map to Beepers. Craze meets one on that route. Mamba the other, so things will stabilize for a bit. They even get in for the back 10 seconds or so here. So again, just making something out of nothing as a mid tie game. Brooklyn though on the way out, trying to play over through street side to get the new.
All right, now if you're Brooklyn, we need to find a break and find it quick. You know how difficult it is to break in towards B4. You need to have ARs dominating that mid-map pressure, and already finding success is going to be Standy and Pro Loot. They have the numbers. You have Omid trapped. You got to make this one count.
Yeah, Chad, I think Omid GG is going to win this one.
Initial trade. What happens with the spawns here for both these two squads?
Omid GG 100% win. 100% wins this, bro.
Every kill is going to be a big one from here on out.
They don't.
Continual trades back and forth. Pro still hanging onto the truck.
Omid GG wins this, bro. If Omid GG doesn't win this somehow, they suck, bro.
Now Omid have all the control.
You'd have to quit.
On this side of the map. This final 25 is going to go.
You'd have to scrap the whole team and just rebuild at that point, bro.
Usually working behind enemy lines. Wins a one-on-one, but he knows that he's weak. Can't fully commit on trying to find the break early on. He is going to fall.
Oh, and I'll be right back.
A 30-point lead going to P5.
Yeah, they'll crack past the sentry.
Very good, boys.
About 106 to 71, heading back over to inside the middle of the map at Jens. Craze, first one forward, finds an initial kill. Semtex is being traded on both sides. Craze still very healthy. Now looking to break back in. There's three. Does he get the fourth this time? Might not be needed. Brooklyn gonna try to reset this, spawning all over the map.
Spawns are scattered on both ends. They've been trying to hold down the 18-wheeler. Craig's gonna fly on in for the trade onto Yuli. And that's now 4 dead, but still, your teammate spawns at Burger. Again, they're in a position to play for a pinch. Just gonna be ready for it this time around. Mac off the respawn, cuts off at least 2. Prolo responds with 2 of his own, and the break is good for now. Brooklyn need this time.
Yeah, Mamba in some trouble. Able to at least get his trophy system down, but Brooklyn will clean things up and look good in this back 15 seconds. Oh, wow. Long gunfight through the door. Neither player wanted to peek. And with that win from Standy, it's going to be right about a 20-point game as we rotate to our second set of hills.
Our focus is not to allow Omid to soak up 40 seconds again like they did in the first go-around here at the P1. You have the side of the map that you want, dominating on the side of Elevent and DVD. Need to find trades, and so far Vivid and Mamba are striking at the right time. The break is good enough there for Omid. The finesse is even better there from Craze. They dominate mid-map again.
Yuli's trying to work on the trade, finds one. Standy off the spawn, takes another. Time being earned for a mid, but now you've got numbers if you're Brooklyn. Just comes down to can you work your way back in towards DVD here. Easier said than done, but there you go. 3 down. Opportunity to get the majority of this back 20. But you look to the minimap to tell you what comes up next, and mid have defaulted to playing for rotation.
Yeah, that's a beautiful route right there out of Craze, because all of his teammates fall. He sets up a pinch to go through mid-street on the backside of Blue, and just him being in that position and lining up a kill at that time allows the spawns to split for Omid. So you weren't here initially to start off P2 the first go-around. You can set up here again. The only thing is, one player already spawning out. You're not going to be fully set up for it. It's a 3v2 still in the battle.
Every kill, a big kill here. Mac able to get involved very quickly off his respawn. Now has a 4v2 over the top of P2. Mac following up over towards Elephant. Does he have more in front of him? Sure does, but Pro Loot pushes him away. Numbers potentially now for Brooklyn, trying to break through the front. Trophy systems already down though for the defense of this hard point. Craze, a little bit of early damage. Brooklyn cannot hit yet. It's momentary contest, but Amit still looking pretty comfortable. Here comes the next action.
Stay alive with the hard point. Whoever's camping at the white truck. Craze being the initial contact, but now that he falls, someone has to make a play. Mac tries to win the one-on-one versus Yuli, but does get cut down. And this could work out in favor of Brooklyn because you're trapping him towards the back. One player for Omid is going to spawn out over towards New, so Mac is going to have a big opportunity to make a game-changing play.
Well, it's a critical moment here for a bit, Brooklyn, as we rotate back over to Dumpsters as we jump into.
Oh, I'll be right back in a minute. I'm popping popcorn.
Blue cutting me. I'm dead. Blue cutting me. Back into blue. Blue P1 doors. I'm like blue. Good job, Eli. Stay alive, Eli. They're spawning on you. Oh yeah, they did spawn me. They're spawn. One guy spawn. Only one guy heal right now. Only one guy heal. Only one guy heal. One shot. One shot. Core. Weak. I'm one shot right now. Right middle. Let's play P1. I SWAT truck on you somewhere. Take your time, bro. Core dead. Yo, core again.
I'm gonna hit out deep.
First guy core wrapping right. First guy core wrapping right.
Deep left, okay?
On initial weed. Okay, you guys.
Brooklyn able to swing the lead back, but Amit in control of beepers as we swap over and see how Amit GG start to come through this hill.
There's 2 close on us.
What's up, chat?
I'll break. That's fine.
We're back. Oh, dang. Okay. Oh, Brooklyn caught up. I'm guessing Brooklyn caught up a little bit. Okay.
I'm trying to get back there with you.
We gotta listen in.
I got naded back. I'm just laying down. They can be back. Cross the back. He crossed alley on you. Yeah, alley, I'm dead. Alley, Brack. Alley, dead. Nice. Looking for one. Sandy. Could be left. Shit, nice. I'm going up P3. 24. So I have left.
Look, you want Whataburger, but at the same time, I don't want to go pay for it. That's a lot of money.
Big 17. Yeah, I'm waiting in the corner. Wait, spawn out, okay?
Chance to put it away here for Amit. Just about a 50-point lead as we head back over to Jens. Do or die time for Brooklyn, and the first 2 kills go their way.
Gotta lock in right here, right now. Put yourself in your best setup. You already wanted 2 initial gunfights off the rotation, so you're gonna be set up with the numbers. Just Mamba taking his sweet time on this route, works through the RV side, finds the opening. You have the advantage if you're Omen. You're gonna flood your way on in, but the SMGs are just consistently finding trades.
Vivid and Craze, though, inside, able to find a break.
Bro.
Amit
Come on, Vivid.
GG in a position to possibly win it here. Vivid still locking things down from the front door. Prolute with 1 trade.
They can easily win it here.
Goes open for a moment. But spawn situation for Brooklyn. Can they find a way to take advantage of that? Craze inside the hard point. Slip inside.
Oh my God.
Turning and burning. Just down to possibly a 1v1 with Standy, but Craze will back away. Don't want to
Oh my God.
too much. Good patience, good discipline, but Brooklyn's still in the hard point.
Cruise missile earned. Craze knows that we can no longer win it here, but just in case it gets a little bit scary and extends past the P1, I got the missile in the back pocket. Final 10 seconds here at Jens. It's still a mixed fest, because if you walk away with these fights, you're most likely going to also have the mid-map presence for that P1. Brooklyn walk away with the majority of the kills.
Vivid.
Don't have the presence they want.
Brack able to secure a trade. You head
Holy
back
crap,
over
bro.
in towards the DVDs. Hard point opens, 231 to 187. Contest on to both sides. Craze trying to red dot hunt, but Standy Stubble puts a bit of a pause out. What a win from Craze. Does he have another in him? No. Standy follows up. He's on 3, and now Brooklyn can get past the 200-point mark.
So far, so good here from Brooklyn. Just got to keep on dominating mid-map. The AR starting to come alive. Omen are continuously getting closer and closer to 250. Craze popping a double, but it's 2 on the opposing side. Prolu now getting activated.
Stepping up when it matters most. 235, 201. Yuli, Prolu trying to work their way back into the backside of glass. Mamba with 1 shutdown. Shots through the shelves, decent for Prolu. Trying to swap back over. How about Prolu? Does he have another? A double for Prolu. 5 in a row. Still in the hard point for Brooklyn. And now you look down towards rotation. Brooklyn have numbers.
And look at Mac in the spot. Mac in the spot, just trying to stay alive at dumpsters. He's gonna get picked off, and this is what you instantly gotta put.
This is it right here. They gotta break this, and that's it.
With this cruise missile,
you have to take a breath here if you're Brooklyn. Good opener on the Mamba. Prolu trying to push forward. Yuli doing the same. You can't get too aggressive here, though. You lose a couple of gunfights on the hard point, things can flip. 245, 218. Amit taking their time. Here comes the Hellstorm from Craze. Prolute's able to find one immediately, though. Does this cruise find value? The answer, no, not initially, but Brack does get taken down. Yuli's in some trouble. There's the break. Prolute has to go massive. He'll be shut down. Standy stepping up. He's still close.
That's it.
247, 227. Standy's got to work his way back in. Not quite able to. And Amit will sweep the grand finals and be the first ever challenger team to win back-to-back championships on land.
them boys right there, man, is a little bit different. Just way too easy of the grand finals right there for that core four. We know Mamba and Craze have yet to get an opportunity in towards the Pro League. But for a squad that has now won back-to-back LAN events here in Challengers, you best believe all the
GG,
eyes
see you
are
guys
gonna
back at
be
the
on
facility.
them. GG's to their brethren squad on the opposing side, but Omen, not Brooklyn, on the best Challenger team that we have on the season.
Unbelievable. What an affair. And again, outside of a couple of tense moments there late in Rewind, it was as clean as you'd like for Admit GG.
Dang, bro.
They beat Admit Brooklyn once before in winners round one, only dropping the search and destroy.
You know what they should do?
They are perfect.
Let the winners
Again,
of
following up after the
from
DreamHack
challengers
Dallas
go up
win,
against the winners of like the
they really
actual
don't cover
CDL,
many maps.
like
And all
champs.
throughout this
Have them
weekend,
like
take a
go
look
off
back
against
at
each
the
other and see who
stats, tell
wins.
the story. I mean, really, again, team effort across the board. Matt
I'm a fan.
-4, but a minute 38 in the hard point, 4,200 damage for Vivid. St.
Maybe we
Caroline,
think it's
you
gonna be
dropped
like an
something.
easy like sweep out.
Craze,
Like, you never know, bro.
30-27. Again,
this squad
that's
can
the big
easily be
story, I
Optic.
think, of the Challengers year. He wins
saying.
every single season of Elite with 3 different rosters, and then closes out the year with DreamHack and now Challengers Finals in his back pocket.
Still got
I'm
one
sorry.
more, though. EWC
got
has
one
been
more.
Imagine spending all that money on tickets and just not go
You win there,
to the
you
Challengers
guaranteed
event.
your spot.
Go to the
You
Challengers
got
event, man.
top
Come
4
on.
Here, you guaranteed yourself again.
Be right back again.
But for them, they know that we're guaranteed the best Challengers team that we have here. So I'm super excited to see what they're going to be able to do once we enter EWC, going up against the pro teams, because right now there's a big gap between them and everyone else.
True. Maybe the only major, or I don't even say major, but advantage they might have is playing on new packs. They have a little bit more familiarity, screaming it, getting ready to go with the things in the spawn changes. So that could be something. And again, it's about a month. And we've seen what's happened in the CDL when you take a month off. Some of the top teams don't quite have it anymore. Hard to say, but regardless of it, it was an Amit versus Amit affair. But Amit GG are champions, and they're on stage with Blaze.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your back-to-back Challengers champions, Omit.
Omit.
Man, let me go on over here and talk to Mamba, okay? Because you are a back-to-back Challengers champion. How does it feel to be able to get that honor?
Honestly, it's unreal. It's like I'm speechless. The guys work so hard for this, and the coach. It's like I'm speechless. The guys work so hard for this, and the coaching staff, man, like they put in the work that we wanted them to, and I'm just happy, man.
I know, I can tell you are happy indeed, okay? Coming away with a lot of money this season. Pass the mic on over towards your teammate Craze, and Craze, once again, a back-to-back champion on this main stage, taking down some of the top Challengers players out there. How does it feel being able to get this honor, and do you feel like you're ready to be the league?
Yeah, I'm ready to be in the league, but it feels great. Expecting this, to be honest, expecting nothing less. We're the best team in Challengers. Obviously, we're seeing that. That's it.
There you go. Okay, pass the mic on over to Mac. And Mac, I'm going to come on down here with you as well. Because, Mac, I have done plenty of interviews with you on the main stage. And, you know, you deserve to be in the league. But down here, clearing it out through Challengers, collecting those checks, man. How does it feel to show yet again that, you know,
Excuse me, chat.
everybody else?
But can we get some W's in chat for Omit?
It feels
GG.
good. I mean, when I came down, I definitely, like, as delusional as it sounds, I expected success. And honestly, I couldn't be prouder of my 2 teammates right here. They work really hard, especially the
Omit, bro.
coaching staff. But day in and day out, they work really hard, you know, and they're going to get their chance soon enough. So
there you go. They are going to get their chance soon enough. Vivid, take the mic in. You know, they can't keep you off the main stage, Vivid, okay?
They're trying.
They're trying, but you're going to come up here and you're going to keep getting these victories. You know, talk to me about your teammates, because, you know, you got 2 players that ain't been in the leagues but been showcasing every single time that they deserve to be up here on the main stage. How does it feel to go back-to-back?
I mean, it feels unreal. Obviously, those 2 need to get their shot. They deserve it, and they showed at the last 2 events. And then I don't know why Mac's down here, but he is, so he should get back up. And I'm proud of all of them, because during scrims, I'm on their ass, and they're just accepting it and learning from it. So it's showing.
There you go. Okay, and you know, how does it feel to, you know, probably make more money than some of the other pro teams out there, even when it comes down to winning in tournaments?
That's crazy, though.
A lot here on this stage, and you know, even though the season didn't start the way you wanted to, how does it feel finishing in the fashion in which you have?
Yeah, I mean, finished the best I could, so I'm proud of that. And then, yeah, about the prize money, the first thing I told Mac when I knew he was playing Challengers was, we're going to make more money than the pro teams that are getting the last, so here we are.
And that's exactly what you did, okay? Lastly, what do you want to say
Vivid,
to the
man.
Omit fans up here, the organization, and everyone who's been supporting you guys throughout these 2 wins?
Yeah, I said it last event, but again, the Omit fans are the best fans and Challengers, and to the staff and everybody involved, I appreciate you guys, and the coaches helping every day. I appreciate everyone helping out.
There you go. Ontario, let me get one more big cheers and applause for Omit, your back-to-back Challengers champions.
Omit, bro.
Respect across the board here in Ontario. Again, gotta give big shout outs to the guy at the very end. Rafi, he's up there doing it right. 14 total players since Submit has become an organization have made their way from challengers to finals. Or to the CDL rather. Unbelievable scenes over the course of just a couple of years. Let's go back though and recap what exactly was at stake here.
Moment really does pick up talent, bro. On both Brooklyn and like
international
the GG team.
Spanning across Latin America.
Dang, 60,000 is not bad.
North America are top 8 listed here. Amit,
Team War, Team Orchid,
Squad 36.
Rose Spartans, 5 years.
24 and 12K each, but more importantly, they do make it to EWC. And in case you haven't been following
to FC Draco,
what's been happening at Challengers, here are those rosters. Of course, you know both the Amit teams. Team Orchid, that is your one solo EU squad to make it in towards EWC, including Vance, Henry, Mythics, and Lucifer/Harry. And then Team Moore, the first team to qualify as they made it to the winners finals with Assault Time and the code that you saw there. But our schedule now moves on as we've got Optic, Texas, and Vancouver.
Let's get Optic
playing for the Call of Duty League
Championship
Grand Finals. Going to be a banger. Looking to go back-to-back is Optic in their own right. I know a lot of the crowd is probably looking forward to that. But
Vancouver
Optic, coming off of a hot streak in that lower bracket. That's what's
Optic
coming up next on the backside of the break.
$1,000% Optic. If Optic doesn't win this, bro, I quit. I give up.
Scuff Call of Duty collection is $30 off this weekend only. Visit scuff.co/CDL.
I quit the daily upload challenge early.
Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to
If
you
Optic
by
does not win,
Monster
bro, we
Energy,
end the daily upload challenge
energy drink
early.
of the CDL.
Alright.
Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty
Winning
League.
CDL champs 25. Big fat teach. Alright. Before we get copyrighted. Because I'm assuming we're gonna get copyrighted. So let's react to some videos while we wait. Oh my god. Let's react to some videos while we wait for that to go. Should we watch the Optic? I said the Optic.
But if you qualify for pools, you have to keep your team. If you qualify from an event, that's why FaZe and SSG are going to have to play in the open qualifier because they both lost their, or excuse me, FaZe more importantly, lost their pool play qualification because they made a 2-man change. If you qualify for pool playing, you make a 1-person change, you retain your seed and your qualification. But if you make a 2-man change, you have to try and earn that qualification back.
Oh, okay, okay. Jay's in DSM are playing right now.
Still funny, King J's streaming his coach POV with Discords and shit.
It's a new meta, I can't lie. It's a good meta.
Yeah, I bet if Lunch was streaming, people would watch.
Yeah. Good shots from Tommy.
Their chance, and then Lucid just did that.
That was a deep late jump. It was about as late as one can
This
jump.
is like where I wish I could hear just like one person on FaZe's comms. I'm assuming that they said they definitely probably had a conversation after yesterday.
Funny they tried it one event or open cup. They tried having comms on and just got roasted.
Yes.
They were like, all right, never again.
They're like progressively, like they've progressively gotten to this point of turning the streams off. Like they had everybody was streaming, comms on, they're vibing.
They're probably like, we're just gonna be confident, bro. Fuck what everyone else thinks. Like, this is our time. Like, let's be confident. Screw with comms on. Who gives a fuck, man? Let's fucking go.
Let's freaking go, Dan.
They lose.
Everyone was roasting their comms, roasting how they sounded.
We have a clip of them on the pod. They turn it off for the next day. Turn their comms off the next day. I think their streams were still on. Then they play in this cup. Obviously, there was a cup in between, but they play in this cup. 2 people were streaming. They had their comms on. They had an extremely bad performance yesterday because they went to Game 5, but the way they were playing in that Game 5 was just not good. Like it was a concerning type of gameplay to the point where I think that they're going into VOD and having a long session. So they probably had a conversation yesterday after they lost and was like, all right, no streams tomorrow. Jay, you can stream your the Discord point of views, but for us, we're not going to stream. No comms on, nothing. Not having a Lucid stream says a lot. Okay, not having a Lucid stream says a lot. Y'all might not think of it like that, but obviously Tommy is he's a household name in Halo. Like everybody watches his stream. He has great numbers. People want to see his stream and FaZe play. Penguin was also streaming, I think, the first day too.
Lucid's that type of player that gets dope off streaming because he wants people to be like, damn, he's shitting, or damn, good shots. Like, he likes that type of shit.
But now it's like them turning it off. It's them trying to lock in, but it's also, to me, it's them locking in, but concerning because there's already trouble right now with their team in their camp. You know what I'm saying? SSG's.
That wasn't fucking fixing the lights. that guy made me.
Zuma is 3 and 22. When we went to his screen, he was tweaking.
A referee, look at that fucking guy. That was the fucking referee. That wasn't fucking fixing the lights. that guy made me a fucking meme.
And even in that moment,
hey, what the fuck?
Zuma is 3.
What did I do?
And even in that moment,
423.
Zuma is 3.
Got followers account. Gotta look at some clips.
Around 11.
You think so?
Yeah.
It would only be right.
Oh, yeah. See, he came in. He can't aim in.
Oh, my.
He probably switched it. I knew it, bro. He didn't aim in 2 lives. I was like, bro.
What's going on, but we got a Game 5.
Told you. Hope he has a spare. I told you he switched that shit. He probably went to flip. That means he has to like. I'm watching at the back umbrellas, hip firing.
Bro, think about that, because then you have to start like manually thinking. I need to shoot with my.
Around 11.
You think so?
Yeah.
We didn't win, so it is what it is. And then after the match, you know, see a guy walking on me, flipping me off the bird. So I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm flipping off the birds too. Flip off the bird. This guy rocks my hand. I hit myself in the face, and I'm like, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I just see red. I just like, yo, get over here. Basically told him like, yo, don't ever do that shit again, bro. And that was as simple as that. After the match, came back to the PPAs, apologized. And I said, it's all good, man. I'm about to be running roll to the next 3 matches.
I'm literally like this. He punches my head or fucking hits me in the face. I'm like, bro, why? Like, fuck my life.
You said pick bands are 350.
Lock the fuck in. Get up.
We didn't win, so it is what it is. And then after the match, you know, see a guy walking on me, flipping me off.
That's crazy. That's so funny. I don't care what anyone says, bro. That's hilarious. I don't care what anybody says, chat. That is hilarious, bro. Everybody, Optic, you're probably right. Optic's probably winning this whole thing. Let's be honest. For a solid minute and a half. Let's be honest. We have 6 minutes left. We're gonna watch Scups or Waiting Room.
Knocking out TSM and the tourney.
Yeah, FaZe is just holding the bomb card too. Smart play.
I think they just played keep away, just holding the bomb somewhere over here. I think that's the bomb right behind Talik.
Watch FaZe versus TSM for a little bit.
That guy running into the gen.
Oh, Penguin? Snakebite, Trippy, and Lucid.
Plays from FaZe. So FaZe just got top 6. You guys could tell us. FaZe top 6. And then
I'm at Albro already.
Playing
That's
6-8.
fricked
That's
up.
gonna be a good series. That's gonna be a very good series.
Come on, Omit.
SSG is gonna be a good series too.
While this match was happening, they're going to be going up against
Yeah, 6-8 versus FaZe. I'm interested.
Yeah, I want to see that. I definitely want to see that. What's going on, Pete? We did not see the video. We did not see the video. I think that's probably what Shabu was watching when we first were looking at the Twitch directory. Team solo mid means not being a team player. Kind of fits this TSM roster. They just push solo mid all the time. They play together. TSM's got good teamwork. They literally always are playing together. Always.
The #1 prospect in the BTH roster, which would be really cool if he makes the Final Four. By the way, there's a short list of
Dang.
people that in their first appearance, in their first tournament ever, plays top 8. But
I appreciate the shout out to the BTH or for the BTH tryouts by LVT, especially Eli on the broadcast. Thank you.
I can't remember seeing Little Gators in an open series before.
I haven't. I don't think. I think this is the first one.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone,
Is this Gators' first online cup?
Some amateur players.
If it is, it's like
Someone
what are you
needs-
doing? Motherfuckers be playing all day.
Someone needs to give
every day.
APG more flowers,
Like,
bro.
just not playing in
You give
cups.
APG
I
more
don't-
flowers, bro.
What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Like inspired. He's been playing 4 years, never scrimmed, and never played in an open cup.
Speaking of inspired,
Because their egos are so big, they don't want to just like
Let's
play
watch
in an open
Tactical
cup as an
Rab.
average team and get shit on.
Tactical Rab.
Alright guys, Hatchcock again today. Hope you're doing good and enjoying your day. So far, one match remains at the Call of Duty World Championship 2025. It's the Grand Finals. Optic Texas versus Vancouver Surge. Surge have now made 3 Grand Finals this year on land. The first 2, they didn't win a map. Optic have not lost a map so far this tournament, but who knows? So many major storylines going here today. Can Optic close out after one of the most dominant weekends that we've ever seen in the history of competitive Call of Duty? So many storylines to get into today. Very much enjoy your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I greatly appreciate it. Big thanks to Prize Pick supporting the content today as well. If you guys want to get involved in daily fantasy, use code BreakingPoint, link in the description box below. Claim $50 in your first $5 pick. These are some of the numbers for today. Mercules, can you believe it? His line is a 1.19 KD. This kid came in a couple of weeks ago, and he might be the best player in the world. If you want to get involved, as I say, link in the description box below. Play responsibly if you choose to. Let's crack on with the video. Who is going to win this championship
Who's gonna
today?
have a higher?
Mercules has been the player of the tournament so far, without a doubt. I keep talking about it with Don on the pre-show. Don's like, look, this kid
But
is
that's
due
really
a
gonna
bad
be a
series.
higher
He's not had a bad
KD
series
than
yet.
1.19.
1.4, 1.8. Like, the guy's absolutely out of control. And just to quickly comment on the event and the setup and everything, because again, there was talk last night. It was the losers finals, Boston versus Surge. It was on like 3 in the morning in the UK for some reason. I don't really know why they set the timelines up like that. And plenty of people in Kitchener were like, no, I want to go, grab some food, go to bed, whatever, come back tomorrow. And, obviously the venue has not exactly been mega. Obviously Optic winning has helped things and has gathered some momentum. And I think it seems pretty loud in there, all things considered. But yeah, no doubt that for the final match of yesterday, given it was to determine who the championship grand finalist was going to be, it could have been more buzzing, let's say. And apparently Kaysun revealed that they Ultra champs would not have been given it in Kitchener if the league was aware. Like, the league would have vetoed it. It's just they said, oh yeah, Ultra, you want to host it? Yeah, great, Toronto, like, awesome job. Like, we'll let you host it. Probably expecting it to be in Toronto or something. Then it wasn't. So I don't know, maybe that's a bit of speculation in there. We shall see. Ringcore and the Heretics, they bomb out top 4 in the ends. FaZe will be frustrated about this because these Heretics cats, they keep knocking them out of the tournament and then just getting bopped out the next round. But it's happened a couple of times now. But it is what it is. Super frustrating, I think, for Miami, because I think many were of the feeling that if these guys had made the grand finals, they at least could have made it competitive. I think Surge could. Like, frankly, Boston, as well as they performed this weekend, and I'm really impressed with them, and the fact that, like, the fight that they showed yesterday to nearly make it back to another, the grand finals,
Honestly,
and beating Surge was really impressive. But if Boston made the finals,
I think Surge has a good
this
chance
finals was
against
cooked.
Optic.
At least,
Do I think they're going to beat
Surge
Optic?
made things a little interesting because they've had finals.
They're not beating
experience
Optic.
Before.
No.
You know, the talent on that team is
Optic's
pretty
definitely
unquestionable, but it's
maybe not
also
5-0,
pretty
but maybe like a
unquestionable the level that Optic
5-1,
are presently
5-2.
playing at. Because Boston, they won 6-2 in the search yesterday. They lost the red card. The red card, they actually made it really close down the stretch. They lost the vault control, but fair play to Boston. They actually won the Skyline hardpoint. They finally won a hardpoint on the weekend. We know that they were setting themselves up here really as a bit of a Neslo team, but they win this 250-188. They had some controller issues before the Game 5 on the nasty side of things, and then the Game 5 concludes, and Boston bow out of the tournament. So it was a commendable run from the breach to get to top
I'll be
3,
right back.
beating Miami.
I'll be right back in a minute. I'm going to go check on something really quick. I will be right back. Be right back, boys.
Hex, first of all, legendary to have you at Champs once again. You must be incredibly proud right now of not only the team, but the way that they've pushed through this season. It hasn't been the best start for them of a CDL season, to say the least, but the finish is what matters the most. The ring that they could potentially get out of this grand final here, and also history being made, back-to-back champions. What are the thoughts, the feelings, and kind of, you know, what you're thinking right now as you look at this team about to do something so great?
Well, I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. Obviously, there's still a lot of Call of Duty to be played. I can tell you that I am super proud of the guys. I like the resilience that we've shown throughout the year. Not the hottest start, not the best way to really
I'm
start
back,
the
boys.
season after
I'm not
winning
going to be able to
championship.
do the full watch
But
party, but
instead of rolling over and doing what was the easy thing, we just kept pushing and pushing, and we knew that finally we would be able to puzzle piece together something that can get us back to where we're currently at, and here we are.
I'm a big fan of Optic content, and I watch pretty much everything that you guys put out. I loved the way that you had the dinner with the guys, and you were telling the story about Mercules and kind of how he came about to be on this team. What did you notice about this young guy that was the missing puzzle piece for this team, that kind of put a little bow on him for a little birthday present for Shotzi? You know, what was going through your head looking at the way that he plays the game, knowing it would fit so well?
Yeah, look, it's not often that you come across an obvious talent as it is with him. We got super lucky with the timing. I talked to the guys. They didn't want to make a team change, but I had to step in. Luckily, they allowed me to do that. I like to make sure that the players have like their team, and that team feels like it is theirs. But luckily they allowed me to make a move, and I did.
Listen, you're the Codfather.
I do want to give a quick shout out to the GM, Mr. Zinni, for helping make that thing happen.
I was going to say, you're the Codfather, and sometimes it's really important to listen to your parents. Sometimes they know best, and you certainly knew best, Hex. So congratulations, excited for today, and best of luck to you and the boys.
Thank you. Green wall.
Welcome to the Call of Duty League Champs. Teams have proven themselves all year long. The grind, the glory, the gauntlet. But it all comes down to this.
Triple on a Shotzi.
1v1.
Where is he? Oh my God! The wall base on point at A. And the dance is on! Ring call! And
This is so stupid.
After countless online qualifiers, a world tour that took us to Spain, Boca Raton, and up north, we have now landed with 8
Sadly, can't do a full watch party, boys, but
to play for the title.
I'll keep on watching until
Black Ops 6 team on
the end.
planet.
I'll keep on watching till I have to go.
It's Championship Sunday live from Ontario, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in as we just opened the doors up here in Ontario. We are gearing up for what could be the most exciting best of 9 of all time. What's up for grabs? The honor, and of course, the Call of Duty Championship Trophy. Who will raise it all? Will it be Optic Gaming going back-to-back for Texas? Or will it be the new challenger that's fallen short twice already this season, Vancouver Surge, coming for their 3rd time around? We've got Joe joining us on the desk alongside Rosalie and Nameless. I'm your host, Chris Puckett, and I want to start with you, Merc. Optic made it here with the 7th seed. On the other side, we do have one of our big 4 in Vancouver that powered through an amazing losers bracket run.
No, they did, right? I mean, just a tale of 2 different teams. You have an Optic team that struggled throughout the entire year. What is this roster? But now a perfect 9-0, dominating at COD Champs. And on the other side, for Vancouver Surge, I mean, they have just been from losers 1, getting all the way back to a final. It was a long day yesterday. They clutched up in some game 5s. We're just hoping for a banger.
Let's take a look here at some of our money that has been dished out, because $2 million were up for grabs in Ontario Alley, and already you can see the Thieves disappointed with a measly 40K.
Damn.
Atlanta FaZe, they're used to the big checks. Well, this one only has 5 digits. They go out with $80,000. The left side of your screen, though, this is meaningful money for the rookies on Miami Heretics. Huge money for the Boston Breach, who got 10 times the regular season, and we still have about 1280 still to go.
Quick math. With a win here, listen, you double your money, right? And that's what you want on that main stage, is some more cash to walk away with. But at the end of the day, it is champs. You want the bragging rights, and Optic are looking to go back-to-back.
The birdie in my ear says it's time to talk Atlanta FaZe. Let's take a look here at the squad that won Major 1, Minor 1, Major 2. They were coming off the EWC Championship, a 3-peat, something we rarely see in Call of Duty, and everyone expected them to be here on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, they did, and well, the team they played in the final, right, in LA Thieves, Major 1 was probably the best final of the year so far, all the way to that Game 7, Round 11, but they did it through their Search and Destroy gameplay on point. Well, it started this rivalry between them and LA Thieves.
Yeah, they were looking to cement their legacy this year, and it's back-to-back champs where they bowed out top 6. But early in the year, they did have
when EWC come back, and
we're just looking at FaZe. If they keep this roster, can they finally get another ring and close it out
so much,
at the end of the season?
We went all the way to a Game 7, Round 11 at that Major 1. It was FaZe edging out LA Thieves, but it was Thieves in the second half of the year that took control. Allie, talk to me about the squad from LA. What did Nate Shot's crew put together?
They were unbelievable. I mean, that was the team that we were like all season long, we're going to have red grand finals over and over and over again, and they peaked at the right time, the tail end. You're talking Major 3 and Major 4 winners, but unfortunately, they fall incredibly short early here at Champs. They just can't handle the pressure.
Nameless, everyone's talking. Is the roster mania before EWC? We were talking in the green room.
The trash talk from
yeah,
Alley.
No way. I mean, they eclipsed Atlanta for #1 in terms of total CDL points. They had an amazing season. I mean, dominant online early, and they needed to answer some questions. Can they beat Atlanta? Can this super team get a championship? And they won back-to-back. Dominant at Major 3, and then beating Atlanta at Major 4. This is the LA Thieves team that came into this tournament. We were thinking they were going to dominate, definitely be in a grand final. They just fell short, so they have another opportunity when we do go to EWC. But nonetheless, it was still an incredible year, and that guy standing up screaming right there was still your season MVP.
Major 3, Major 4 MVP, season MVP for Dan Ghosty. After multiple championships, he raises a trophy, and he does it twice on the year. A big pickup for Nate Shot in LA, and the super team. They lived up to the hype during the regular season, but once again, falling short of champs.
Yeah, I mean, that Boston Breach.
Hydra with the 4-piece.
I mean, it's just a team that, they did it before. They do it here again.
That's where FaZe low-key kind of fell apart. I think that kind of.
But here you can see just
I think right there kind of ruined FaZe. And I think,
we're gonna have a new winner here today.
And I think them winning Major 4.
these squads.
Well,
I think
for outside of Optic
I think
Texas,
100
had a
Thieves winning
horrible
Major
season,
4 the
right?
way
So
that they
for them, they're
did
looking to go to
kind of
back-to-back
ruined
world
them.
champions that nobody really had in
I
the
think that
cards
month
except
break
for
kind of
the
destroyed them
Wall.
too.
But on the flip side for Vancouver Surge, it's redemption, right? All season long, they've been the underdogs. Rambo, right? He would love a win right now versus one of his old teams.
Rambo going up against the team that dropped him. That is kicking off here in just a little bit. First, though, let's recap who won our awards because we dished out serious hardware in Canada. The first one, it was the Rookie of the Year honor.
As he deserves. He deserves it. He deserves it.
Personalities, a breakout star in 2025, a fan favorite, and one of the greatest ARs in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Rencor, he obviously transformed that Miami Heretics team, right? Top 4 all year long, and then scrapped just from the get-go. The stats that he was putting up from day 1 in Black Ops 6 were insane. A great MVP year for him.
Nanwitz, we're kind of talking history. Where do these two guys stack up? Rancor, is he the most dangerous rookie you've seen in a minute? Formal was nasty when he first transferred from Halo.
We have had so many fantastic rookies. I mean, I think when you're talking a player from Spain, Rancor has impressed me more than almost anybody. Definitely an extremely impressive rookie, and you know, up there with the likes of some of our greatest rookies ever. I mean, you're looking at Merc. If he played from the beginning of the season, he would have been a candidate as well. And then you think back to history. We've had Hydra come in, an amazing year coming in over from France, and even back to Simp, where he won champs in his rookie year, right? So, yeah, Rancor up there, but a little work to do.
Love that call out. We have a lot of history and more in the making tonight. Let's take a look at the bracket because just 2 teams remain. Allie, walk me through the upsets because this is the craziest champs bracket we have witnessed.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Already, Thieves fall to day 1 to Boston Breach. Again, a team that had a 0.1% in the fan voting heading into this. They weren't even going to make champs at one point. And then you have Optic Texas, obviously, with a huge 3-0 upset against the Atlanta FaZe. That's going to be probably like the biggest shock of the weekend and the start of the snowball because then they do it up against Toronto Ultra. 3 of our top 4 teams got dropped down immediately on day number 1.
Yeah,
Optic Texas, Vancouver Surge. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Vancouver's story is just awesome this year,
Yeah.
right? Like, they had the fear of names. They could not beat the LA Thieves. They start in losers round 1, finally able to beat them. Now you're back in a grand final. You've been here twice this season, and you've gotten swept both times. So it's been an amazing story for Surge and should be a banger.
We're going to take a short break here on the desk. When we come back, a very special guest, Lawrence from Treyarch, is here to talk Season 4 Reloaded. Don't go anywhere. It's God Champs 2025.
And the beat goes on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on. And the beat goes on and on and on and on and on. Made for millennium. I am made for millennium. G-O-A, keep time, we don't need you. We the greatest of all, in time you'll believe G-O greatest don't evolve. Happens in the fetus. See my gritted jaws, wonder who gon' feed us. Hungry to win, hard pressed to beat us. Hundreds and tens, hard fresh to beat us. Thought I knew men, most of them was divas. I'm more than man, I'm a natural born genius.
Lead change now? Do they play outside of the point? That's gonna be the call. And now you're back in front.
It's gotta be a good event, boys. Hope we can watch a quick little game before I have to go.
Your Major 1 champion, Atlanta FaZe.
Taking his time, messing with C9. 9 in a row, 11 in a row. Trying to close it out here on P2.
Time I don't need you. Lifespan forever, ever, 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 Jesus. Said we never, ever, ever, ever beat us. Death will never, ever, ever, ever see us. Backflip, bypass, hits and pieces. Black boots and black suits with creases. With no committee, they give us pennies to tease us. Because vibrations give us sedatives to seize us. Render the season with the seasons. This ain't my kingdom, this my teaser. They say I'm cocky, pointing fingers. Cause I say my life is mine to live at my leisure. You just a dreamer. Everything I dream of is something I achieve. You are underachieving.
good.
Breakers, you're a fucking breaker! It's a 2-team lead.
I got today's the half day.
Oh my god! Let's go.
Okay, bro. Can we just get to a game?
I'm hoping for a war, a battle. Will it be a
Oh, they should have just diddied him. They should have just diddied him. That'd have been so funny.
Map 1, phase, Thieves.
Start pinning him up against the wall. That's what they should have done. On and on. That goes on and on and on and on and on. Dang, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to COD Champs 2025. We're almost ready to get our grand finals underway, but before we do, I am joined by the one and only Lawrence Benton, Associate Design Director at Treyarch. You're here to give us some good news, I think, mate. We've got some fantastic stuff to reveal about Season 4.
Yeah, it's awesome to be here. Great to see you again, Miles, and great to be in Canada for Champs. All of us at Treyarch have loved watching our game Black Ops 6 played at the highest level in the CDL this year and this weekend. It's been awesome.
It's been something, mate. I know I saw you up there earlier, and it's been a crazy tournament. What can you tell us about Season 4 Reloaded, which is coming up soon?
Yeah, Season 4 Reloaded drops next week, July 2nd, which is Wednesday. We have 2 new multiplayer maps. The first is Eclipse. This is a 6v6 face-off and gunfight map. It's really close quarters, frenetic gameplay. Takes place in a nightclub with a DJ booth and a disco ball. So you can jam out.
I just stay live and then I'll be back later.
This looks great. I know there's another Supreme fan favorite coming in from an older Black Ops title. Can you talk about that one as well?
Yeah, so fans of more traditional 6v6 and competitive are going to have a good time with Fringe. Originally seen in Black Ops 3, it's back in Black Ops 6. It plays like you remember it, minus the wall running, of course. We've revisualized some of the POIs around the map, but rest assured, Grandma's house is back.
It's the real deal, man. It's got a sign and everything. So this is now a whiskey distillery, is that right?
Yes, and you'll be able to get your hands on Fringe in pubs, but with the CDL season wrapping up this
July
weekend,
2nd.
We're also going to be putting it into the rank play map pool. So Fringe Hardpoint, Fringe S&D will be ranked on Wednesday. And we're looking to keep the rank play map pool fresh in the remaining Black Ops 6 seasons now that the CDL season's wrapping up.
Yeah, CDL season's wrapping up. I mean, is there any other changes you can share about some maps coming in? Obviously, we've got some new ones.
Yeah, so I mean, we're going to evaluate future maps that drop for rank play and competitive viability. We're also going to be re-adding Rewind Control, Skyline, and Vault Search and Destroy to the rank play map pool. So a couple more maps in there. That will also let us bring back the mode vote, veto vote.
Yep.
So every so often before matches, you'll see all 3 modes on one map, and you'll be able to veto the one.
I'm not gonna be able to finish out the watch party tonight, boys. I am so sorry.
That's fair.
You gotta go.
No, excellent. So we've got new maps, we've got small maps coming back, small modes as well. Any
I'm not gonna be able to finish it out today. I'm really sorry, boys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so very much for still watching me, enjoying it with me for a little bit. We will be live another day this week, I promise. I'll try to go live again later on this week. I'm going to work on a video tonight probably so I can upload tomorrow. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys all have an amazing night. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out, everybody. Good night.